I mentioned earlier that as part of our course doing history, we consider aspects of the built environment. So as well as images and photographs of different types, we can also start thinking about considering buildings, monuments, memorials. Anyone who spent time walking along the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C., it's very striking, it's very somber, and is of a very different nature to many of the other memorials that you'll see in and around Washington, particularly the more recent Second World War memorial, which might be taken more of a celebration. So we can also make judgments about the nature of events by the way that they are memorialized and the way that they're depicted through time. Now, one consideration is how certain images become recurring. And what I have here is, and if you'll forgive me a second, is the Eugene Delacour portrait or picture of liberty leading the line, so to speak. This comes from the French Revolution. It's painted nearly 40 years after the event and very clearly embodies the idea that everyone is involved in the revolution, including this stylized view of truth and justice through the body of a woman holding the French flag. And something that will be familiar to millions upon millions of tourists into New York, which is the Statue of Liberty. Again, a gift on the 100 years of independence of the United States, and another embodiment through the female form of truth and justice and liberty. Now, those come from two Western traditions and are celebrating revolution, and in a positive way. Let's consider something that happened in 1989 and is again an image that looks reasonably innocuous at this point in time. This is the goddess of democracy. This is built by students in China in 1989 in Tiananmen Square. Now, from what was intended as a peaceful protest, we don't think so much of this particular image, although we can see some lineage and some continuation of the general themes of the purer forms of society coming in a non-male package, so to speak. It's a slightly odd way of putting it, but just consider it in those terms. Yet the photographer that took this photograph is much more famous for taking this one. And this can be taken in several days apart, but this is an image of oppression, this is an image of courage, and this is an image of determination and hope in the face of might beyond understanding. So here we have an issue where it doesn't take too long for one theme of linking different images through history to become immediately changed into something else. Same photographer, same event, very, very different resonance.